In the heart of the city, hidden in plain sight, is a room that doesn't exist on any blueprint. It's a sanctuary of shadows and silicon, bathed in the cool blue glow of a dozen monitors. This is the domain of Alex, codenamed Nyx. To the world, he's a ghost, a whisper in the dark web. To the few who know, he's the best Covert intelligence operative in the game. His office is a testament to his philosophy. Minimalist, functional, untraceable. A single ergonomic chair, a desk made of polished steel, and a server rack humming softly in the corner. No photos, no personal effects. Just pure, unadulterated data. He lives by a simple code. Information is power, and he is its master. Every keystroke is a weapon. Every line of code a key to a lock you never knew existed. His life is a paradox connected to everything, yet tethered to nothing. Suddenly, the ambient hum of the servers is broken by a single, encrypted chime. A new contract. Alex's fingers fly across the keyboard, a blur of motion. On the main screen, a string of hexadecimal code morphs into a face. It's Elias Thorne, a reclusive tech mogul, a man who built an empire on digital privacy and now wields it like a shield. Thorne has something that doesn't belong to him. The source code for Cerberus, a next-generation predictive AI capable of destabilizing global markets. The mission is simple on paper, impossible in practice. Rithrieva surveyor. The client is anonymous, the payment astronomical, and the timeline. Now, Alex leans back, his eyes scanning the data streams. Thorne's digital fortress, Olympus, is legendary. It's not just firewalls and encryption. It's a dynamic, self-learning ecosystem designed to anticipate and neutralize any intrusion. A direct assault would be digital suicide. You don't break into Olympus. You get invited. So, Alex's first move isn't to hack the system, but to hack the man. He begins to build a digital ghost, a profile of someone Thorne would trust. He scours Thorne's life, from his obscure academic papers on chaos theory to his preference for single-origin Ethiopian coffee. He finds a weakness, a tiny thread of vanity. Thorne is a collector of rare, vintage computing hardware, a perfect vector of attack. Alex crafts a digital persona, a reclusive hardware restorer from Zurich, with access to a supposedly lost piece of tech from the 1970s. He plants breadcrumbs across niche forums and auction sites, creating a history that feels authentic. He even fakes a series of low-level transactions to build financial credibility. He's not just writing a backstory, he's weaving a reality. The bait is a custom-built microdrive, a perfect replica of a vintage device, but with a Trojan horse of unparalleled sophistication hidden in its firmware. The goal is to get this device into Thorne's hands, to have him willingly plug it into his personal network. The next few days are a masterclass in social engineering. The fake persona makes contact with one of Thorne's intermediaries. The conversation is a delicate dance of feigned indifference and expert knowledge. Alex, through his digital puppet, talks about capacitor aging and magnetic core memory, luring Thorne's team in. The hook is set. An invitation arrives for a private meeting in Geneva. The plan is working, but Alex isn't going to Geneva. The microdrive is. Shipped through a series of cutouts, it will arrive as a precious artifact. All Alex has to do is wait for Thorne's ego to do the rest. Back in his sterile office, Alex watches. A notification pings. The package has been delivered. Hours crawl by. Then, a new device appears on his network scanner. It's inside Olympus? Thorne took the bait. The Trojan is active. A vector, no bigger than a few kilobytes, opens a whisper-thin connection to Alex's servers. He's in. But this is just the first gate. Olympus is a labyrinth. The main servers housing Cerberus are air-gapped, physically disconnected from the main network. The only way to access them is from a specific terminal inside Thorne's high-security data vault. Alex's Trojan gives him access to the internal security cameras, AC's guards, biometric scanners, and pressure plates. But he also sees the routines, the patterns. He learns the guards' patrol rotates, the timing of the shift changes. He discovers the Vault's environmental controls are on the network. An idea begins to form. He can't brute force his way in, so he'll have to create a crisis. He carefully manipulates the HVC system, causing a subtle but critical temperature fluctuation in a server room adjacent to the vault. It's just enough to trigger a maintenance alert without raising suspicion of a hack. As predicted, a lone technician is dispatched. Alex watches through the cameras as the tech goes through the security protocols. He captures the keypad codes, records the voice print for the biometric lock, and analyzes the sequence of the authentication process. Now he has the keys, but the final lock is the air gap system. How to bridge the gap? Alex notices something on the technician's belt, a standard issue maintenance tablet. It connects to the internal network via Wi-Fi for diagnostics, but it also has a USB port. That's the bridge. The climax of the operation is a symphony of timing. As the technician works on the faulty cooling unit, Alex initiates Phase 2. He uses his access to push a custom firmware update to the technician's tablet. The update is disguised as a routine security patch, but it contains a payload designed to activate when the tablet is physically connected to any device via USB. It's a huge gamble. He has one shot. The technician, following protocol, finishes his work and prepares to run a final diagnostic on the Vault's air gap control system. He connects his tablet via USB. For a terrifying 30 seconds, nothing happens. The connection is a one-way street. The tablet can send data, but Alex can't receive confirmation. He's flying blind. Then, a new file appears in a hidden directory on his server. It's a compressed file, just a few gigabytes. Cerberus. He did it. The code is downloading, flowing through the fragile bridge he created. The progress bar fills with agonizing slowness. 70%. 80%. An alarm blares through his speakers. The intrusion has been detected. Olympus is fighting back. The system is actively trying to sever his connection. The download speed plummets. 95%. 98%. The connection dies. Alex's screen goes black, replaced by a single, ominous message. System lockdown. Did he get it all? He runs a diagnostic on the downloaded file. It's corrupted. Incomplete. The last 2% is missing. The mission is a failure, but Alex doesn't panic. He knew this was a possibility. He had a contingency. The Trojan wasn't just for downloading. It had a secondary function. Before the connection was severed, it initiated a self-destruct sequence. But not before fragmenting the last 2% of the Cerberus code and embedding it as junk data in the log files of a dozen random non-critical systems across the Olympus network, a digital needle in 1,000 haystacks. Now the real work begins. It's a race against time. Thorne's security team is sweeping the network, purging everything. Alex deploys a swarm of custom search algorithms, his cleaner fish, to sift through terabytes of useless data, looking for his hidden fragments. It's an insane, desperate move. One by one, the fragments are found and reassembled. The final piece is located in the log file of a smart coffee machine in the break room. With the final keystroke, the file is complete. Cerberus is whole. The mission is a success. Alex initiates his exit protocol. A worm burrows through Olympus, erasing every trace of his presence, every modified log, every ghost in the machine. It even deletes the original Cerberus file from Thorne's servers, leaving behind a corrupted, useless husk. The Trojan on the microdrive self-immolates, melting its own circuits. Within minutes, it's as if he was never there. He forwards the complete Cerberus file to his anonymous client, and a moment later, a confirmation appears in his crypto wallet. The payment is there. Alex leans back, the blue light of the monitors reflecting in his calm eyes. He shuts down the displays one by one, plunging the room back into shadow. The hum of the servers returns to its quiet, steady rhythm. Another impossible task completed. Another ghost story for the digital age. He stands up, stretching in the near darkness. For him, there is no celebration, no fanfare, just the quiet satisfaction of a job well done. He walks to the door of his non-existent office, ready to melt back into the city. Just another face in the crowd, waiting for the next encrypted chime, the next secret mission. The shadow world is always calling, and Nyx always answers. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the digital shadows, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.